How to program in SQL. Well, in this video, you guys are going to find out. I'm Ben and welcome to Social Genie. Now, in the previous video, I covered some of the most basic functions of SQL and went through an Airbnb data set for you guys, and you guys could follow along with me. Now, in this video, I'm going to cover a few more advanced functions. I'm going to look at joins, so feel free to follow along. For all the data that we're using, it's all in the description below, and be sure to watch the last video so you can get to where we are right now. With that being said, let's dive in. Following along, I've just created a new table called reviews. So you can follow the same process I've covered in previous videos, but I've just basically show you here, create a table called reviews. I've set 3 columns, listing ID, integer, and we've got these values which I've plugged in here. Firstly, I'm going to show you our 2 tables. So let's say we have these 2 tables. Now, this won't just be 5 rows. This could be 50,000 rows in each table. That's why we're using a database software. So we have our listing ID, we have property ID, reviews positive, which review pos, and review negative, neighborhood price per night. Now, what I've noticed here from, let's say this is a data set with thousands of different rows, is I've noticed the listing ID is the same as the property ID. So there is a common column, and that's key when we're looking at joins. So what we want to do really is join these two together, like a marriage, basically, and we need to give them a nice ceremony. Okay, so this is where joins come in. Now, a join clause is used to combine multiple tables into a single output based upon a related column between them. As I mentioned, the related column, which is the property ID or the listing ID, which we're going to use. So we said select all here. So we say from reviews, so that's our reviews table. We want to do an inner join with Airbnb price, which is our other table here. So we say on reviews, which is our table name, listing ID, which is our property column name, shall I say, column name. And then we say again, Airbnb price, which is our other table here that we want to join with. And then we say the column name again, so the property ID. Now, before I run this, guys, what I want to do is take a look at the original tables. And what I want to show you guys is there are some factors which aren't matching exactly. So if we go to the reviews table, which will be on the left if we're doing an inner join, we can see that not all values are the same. So most of them, we have a matching property ID. But for example, this one here, 5, 6, 7, 8, that is not in this column here. Now, this is interesting to find out. And also here, we have a property ID, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is not in this table. Now, the reason this is important is I'll show you when we do the inner join. So if we do the inner join, boom, it joins the 2 tables together. Now, as you can see here, we have the listing ID, we have the property ID, and we've joined the tables together. So as this is an inner join, guys, remember it will only return records that have matching values in both tables. And as you can see here, those last 2 property IDs, which I showed you, 5, 6, 7, 8, they've disappeared. So they're still here. So for example, if I go here, bang, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if we look at our join table, we can see they're not there. And that's because the inner join only merges together common values. And that's really a key concept there of the inner join. Now, this is really interesting to know because we're actually losing data, and sometimes that's okay, but in this case, we don't want to lose data. So if we say full outer join and we go here and we say execute, we can see now we have all the values from both sides, and we can see for certain properties, so for this property here, we have values missing on this side, and then for certain properties here, we have values missing on this side. Now, this is why the inner join is useful, because we don't get these null values from merging the 2 tables together, but it's still interesting to know. Now, I'm going to go over the concepts of left outer join and the right outer join. So the left outer join returns all the records from the left table and the match records from the right table. So as you can see, it looks like this. So if I go here, what we want to do is the left table will be the first one we specify. So that in this case, this will be the reviews table, which will be, I'll show you here, I'll get them both up again, the original tables. So the first table will be the reviews table, which will be the one here at the bottom. If we say left outer join, what it will do, will return all the values from this table. So we should get this 5, 6, 7, 8, and it will only return the matching values from this table. So we will lose this 1, 2, 3, 4. So theoretically in my mind, that's how it should work. So let's see what happens. Bang. And there we have it. So the left table, the reviews table, we have everything there. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have everything there. The right table, we only have the matching values and we don't have any extra data here. So that's the left outer join. Now, conversely, if I go back here, the right outer join will return all the common values on the right side and not on the left. So in this case, the right table is the Airbnb price table, which is this table here. So it'll return all these values, including this unique one, 1, 2, 3, 4, but it won't return this 5, 6, 7, 8, which is unique to the left table. So if we go there again, boom, and we can see missing values there, 1, 2, 3, 4, there and there. So that's joins, guys. I recommend maybe screenshotting this here. This is really useful, I found. You have the inner join, which basically just returns the common values which are common on both tables. Left join returns all the values in the left table and just the common values on the right table. Right join, all the values on the right table and just the common ones on the left table. Full outer join returns basically everything. And it's as simple as that, guys. This is a difficult concept for most people to get their heads around, but I think I've explained it there quite well. So yeah, comment below if that did help you out to understand joins a little bit better. Guys, I've discovered all this through using SQL code. So well done to you guys so far. And if you're still with me, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help out tremendously with the channel. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to join the family by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. Comment below your thoughts. Did you find this useful? Did you find it valuable? Do you want to see more videos like this? And I hope you guys all have an incredible day, and I'll see you in our next video.